In today's episode of Off the Timeline, we cover what if Tyler Glasnow was drafted by the Blue Jays in 2011? What if I told you that one random twist in the 2011 MLB draft, one spin of a cosmic wheel, could have reshaped the fate of Tyler Glasnow, the Toronto Blue Jays, and maybe even baseball's moral compass? Well, go ahead and put on your thickest parka because we're diving headfirst into the alternate timeline of Tyler Glasnow, the Frost King. Chapter 1: The Wheel of Fate. Let's rewind to the 2011 MLB Draft. In real life, Tyler Glasnow was drafted in the fifth round by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yes, the Pirates. Let's just say they've made as many good pitching decisions as they have playoff appearances in the 21st century. That's not a lot, folks. But in our universe, we spun the great wheel of randomness and it landed on the Toronto Blue Jays. With the 21st overall pick, they skipped Tyler Beede, who declined to sign anyways, and instead reached for the tall, gangly Californian with a blazing fastball and a curve that looked like gravity gave up on itself halfway down. Chapter 2: Canadian Development Magic. Toronto's development staff takes one look at Glasnow's raw talent and says, "We can fix him." And somehow they actually do. It's like if the Blue Jays hired the baseball version of Mr. Miyagi. Instead of tweaking his delivery after 7 Tommy John scares like in real life, they focus on biomechanics early, reduce elbow torque, fix his stride, and teach him not to treat the strike zone like it's full of lava. By 2014, he's a big league pitcher. By 2015, he's a big league problem for opposing hitters. Chapter 3: Rivalries and Rising Ice. Picture this: 2015, AL East. The Yankees are aging. The Red Sox are rebuilding. Baltimore, they're ornithologically present. Then boom, here comes Glasnow. 6'8" of frozen fury, flinging 98-mile-per-hour fastballs with a curveball that makes grown men reconsider their career choices. In 2016, he strikes out 18 Red Sox on Canada Day weekend. Mookie Betts, 0 for 4. Big Poppy, Sad Poppy. Toronto sports radio goes crazy. Red Sox fan starts calling him Canada's Pedro. Glasnow responds by plucking Manny Machado the next season, reigniting a feud with Baltimore that gives us not one, but two bench-clearing brawls. Let's just say Glasnow throws punches the way he throws fastballs. Fast, accurate, and slightly terrifying. Chapter 4: The Crowning of the Frost King. By 2017, Glasnow is full supervillain mode, dominating the league with a sub-260 ERA and nearly 270 strikeouts. He wins his first Cy Young, earns all MLB honors, and finishes fourth in MVP voting. His nickname? The Frost King. Because he's icy under pressure, born in the cold north, well developed there, and has a curveball that drops like a glacier caving into the ocean. Toronto's playoff run that year ends in heartbreak, but Glasnow is officially him. Chapter 5: The Scandal Strikes. Then comes 2019. Glasnow is still dominant, but something smells fishy, and not just because they're playing in Houston. Glasnow pitches a gem in the ALCS, but the Astros are swinging like they know it's coming. Fastballs crushed, sliders pulled before they break, curveballs hit like they're slow-pitch softballs. When the Astros scandal breaks, trash cans, buzzers, the whole dystopian circus, Glasnow becomes the face of justice. He goes full whistleblower mode. The alternate version, the parallel universe version of Tyler Glasnow, not to be confused with the real one, says you suspended Joe Kelly for throwing at someone but didn't bench anyone for stealing a championship. Come on. He's not mad. He's not even loud. He is disappointed. The MLB community rallies. Glasnow starts the Pitchers for Integrity initiative, and baseball Twitter loses its mind. Chapter 6: The Championship Arc. So how does Karma respond to the Frost King's icy moral high ground? By handing him a World Series ring. In 2022, the Jays finally break through. Glasnow leads the staff with a 2.62 ERA, dominates in the postseason, and throws 7 shutout innings in Game 7 of the ALCS against the Yankees. And then Toronto beats the Dodgers in 6 to win their first title since 1993. Then in 2025, he does it again. Another World Series, another ring, and yes, another postseason where he strikes out at least one guy who once mocked his icy stare. Chapter 7 The Long, Slow Thaw. But Father Time, like a mid 2010s Baltimore bullpen, is undefeated. By 2026, Glasnow's velocity dips. His ERA creeps up. The Jays make another playoff run, but he's more sage than Slayer now. Then in 2027, plot twist, he signs with the Detroit Tigers. Because Detroit has prospects, money, and oh no, is managed by none other than Alex Cora. Yes, that Alex Cora. The very guy Glasnow called out post-Houston scandal. This goes about as well as you'd expect. They argue over pitch calls. Glasnow refuses to use Cora's analytics sheet, reportedly calling it sign stealing bingo. Cora benches him for the fatigue, and the Tigers quietly decline his option. Awkward? Oh yeah. But iconic? Also yes. But real in this universe? Absolutely not, because this is a work of fiction. Chapter 8 The Final Inning. In 2028, Glasnow returns to Toronto for spring training. He wants one last shot, but time wins. His curveball doesn't bite like it used to. A Braves Double-A team lights him up in March. And in typical Glasnow fashion, he doesn't beg, he doesn't whine, he just walks away. When I can't get outs, I won't take a roster spot from someone who can. It's been an honor. My curveball is going in the Hall of Fame, even if I'm not. Cue the tears, cue the snowflake montage, cue the standing ovation from all of Canada. Chapter 9 Hall of Fame Odds. So, how do voters handle this? Let's do the math. 2 Cy Youngs, 5 All Star appearances, 2,400 strikeouts, 52 WAR, 2 World Series rings, and a postseason resume that would make even Jack Morris blush. But no 2,000 wins, no 3,000 strikeouts, a clear career fade. The nerds say yes. The character clause crowd also yes. It takes 4 years, but in 2036, Tyler Glasnow is inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. First Blue Jays pitcher with that honor, and honestly, it's a cold, beautiful justice. Chapter 10 The Legacy. After baseball, Glasnow becomes a mentor, a documentary host. Frozen Ropes is a hit, and the subject of a million "what if he had gotten injured like in real life" think pieces. But none of that matters, because here's what people remember: the ice cold stare, the curveball that bent time, the integrity when the league needed it, the fact that he beat the Astros, the Yankees, and Father Time, at least for a little while. And if there's one thing Toronto sports fans agree on, it's that the Frost King ruled with icy grace. Thank you for watching. If you'd like this dive into alternate baseball history, like, comment, and subscribe for more what if content. And remember, never underestimate the power of a good curveball and a great nickname.